Hey guys, welcome back. Alas, oh my gosh, where do I even start? It's been a very long time since I've done YouTube video. It's almost like a year plus now. Yeah, I've been gone for that long. I can't actually believe I've been gone for that long. But guess what? I am a mom. I mean, a mom, a whole mom, someone's mother. I still blush when I say that. I have given birth to a very gorgeous boy in June last year. Honestly, I have no idea where time is gone. Not to take up much of your time, I am here to talk about my birth experience. I'm doing postpartum, and I know it's long overdue, and this is because it's so much emotions. I've not had the courage to sit down and actually talk about it. Even talking to people about it, I'm so really traumatized. So let me take you back to June 2024. 2024 actually gave me the best gift of my life. This is the best day of my life, despite my experience. NHS only give, I think, about 2-3 scans, but throughout my pregnancy, both private and through NHS, I had scans, almost like 15 scans. I was always going for, there's this thing they call reassurance scan. I would have gone for a scan like 2 days ago, and another 2 days, I'll be like, oh, it's not moving enough. It's not kicking enough. It's pattern change and all that. Guess what? I'm rushing back to the hospital to have another reassurance scan. This was a roller coaster emotion for me during my pregnancy. I feel it was too good to be real. Me being pregnant after 10 years. Wow, it's a huge one for me. I give thanks to God Almighty for counting me worthy of being a mom, someone's mom. Gosh, like that. So that's that. So at 36 weeks, I went for my pre-assessment test. So on getting there, they said baby was already measuring 7 pounds. But he will need to be coming on the 18th of June. They asked me pick a date, either from 18 or 19. I said 18 was fine because I couldn't wait to meet my boy. Come June 10th, already tired. I was so huge, guys. You must have seen my video, the one I dropped a couple of days ago. My pregnancy symptoms wasn't really bad. First trimester, the normal nausea and all that. I was strong all through. Tiredness occasionally because I was in disbelief. I couldn't even, admit it myself that I'm pregnant. So I guess that's why I didn't really have the pregnancy symptoms. So I had to go in at 36 weeks. But I went in because I wasn't really feeling much movement. So on getting there, they placed me on the monitor, the ECG thing. Is it the ECG? The one, I'll show the picture here. I can't remember what it's called this time. Mom brain. So getting there, they said, yes, the heartbeat is fine, the movement, the kicks, it's good and all that. Besides, I missed baby cake. I miss it so much. Well, they said the keys and the heartbeat is pretty okay, but said I have to stay overnight because I complain of less movement. So I said they need to keep an eye on the baby, myself and the baby. I had to ring my husband and said, if they ask you to stay, I think it's better you just stay back and let them get satisfied with whatever investigation. So the following morning, the doctor came and said, we have to move your C-section forward. And I'm like, why? They said they need to move the C-section forward because I had a gestational diabetic and what else again? Did my mectomy obviously again and all. So they said they need to move my C-section forward. They moved my C-section to 11th of June the following day. Unfortunately, my husband got aired up at work. Then I said, no, I'm not going anywhere until my husband gets here. They're like, no, you have a very complex situation, so we need to get a baby out here. I'm like, no, please, could you just wait for him to be here? And they were kind enough, I waited for my husband till 5 p.m. He didn't show up. It was there. Of course, he was calling me, and I woke and couldn't find his way out. Around 6 o'clock, my husband arrived at the hospital, and I'm like, no, we cannot operate you today. So they were actually upset with me. They said, first thing tomorrow morning, first thing tomorrow morning, I have to go into the theater and we have to get this baby out of you. June 12th, in the morning, I've had my shower and my husband was right beside me and I was pretty nervous. We went into the theater. I was nervous and I was happy at the same time. And I was in disbelief, like everything was happening so fast. Everything was happening so pretty, really fast. Um, Getting into the theater, there were like about 5, 6, 7 of them in the theater. It looks very scary because the last time I had my open myomectomy, I pleaded to them not to take me in while I'm still conscious because that's saying the scenario, the environment is going to freak me out and they respected my opinion. Getting into the theater this time, I was fully awake. I saw everything. I was panicking. While I'm like, the Lord is here. I said a little prayer, a silent prayer. My husband was so excited and all, like a child. So this is where the horror starts. By all means, I'm not trying to like scare anyone, especially if you are going in for a C-section. I'm just, sharing my own experience. So moving forward, there's this very big, like a large needle. They're trying to place it into my vein, the large vein. I'm not sure what that is called now. They said because last time I had my open myomectomy, I hemorrhage, so they suspect same was gonna happen. So they had to like place a very big like a cannula or something. It's a very big one. They place it right here before they could get this into my vein because I've got tiny veins. Oh gosh, I went to heaven and back, not knowing that is not even the worst part of it. Blood was everywhere when they were trying to like insert the stuff into. Eventually, they had to pull it out. They said it wasn't happening. I had another cannula here because this arm was already damaged when I had my mammectomy surgery. It was a lot of needles of injections of drips going into it. So God, I was only left with this one. They placed the cannula on my right hand and come the epidural. Oh my gosh. Guys, I've not experienced any pain of such in my life. Pain was, oh my god, excruciating. I was screaming. I felt everything, everything. At the point I thought I was going to, I said, no, this is it. Guys, I went to heaven and back that day, and I told myself, oh my god, I'm dying. I'm dying. I screamed, and I said, the next thing for them to do is to put me to sleep. Unfortunately, they might need to resuscitate my baby if that happens. And I busted into tears. There was this lady who was like, don't allow them put you to sleep. It won't be a good idea. At some point, I thought, I wish I was able to go for vaginal delivery. I don't know what vaginal delivery feels like. I don't know what it feels like. I've not done one before. But man, this was bad. As in bad. On a scale of 1 to 100, 110. I was screaming. I said, oh my god, I'm dying. I'm dying. They asked me at my back, which I did. I at my back. I did. At your back. I did. Doing what he asked me to do. Later, a woman came, one of the surgeons, and that one asked, what is going on? He said, I think she's got scoliosis or something like that. And the woman said, okay, let me try. She just gave me a very tiny needle, very tiny injection, which felt like a scratch. What she did afterward, I do not know. Up to this moment, next thing they said, everything is fine, and that was it. Like in less than a minute, everything was fine. The other surgeon was at my back for more than 15 minutes while I was screaming in excruciating pain. Well, they started the surgery. My husband was, of course, by my side. So they tried to they put some things in my leg asking if I was feeling it. They put eyes asking if I was feeling it and all that. So I was numb completely. Then they began the surgery. Then I looked up. There's a mirror very close to the light and I saw what they were doing. Oh my gosh. Then I had to look away. And my husband was like talking. I said, as I was, I'm going to look like. I said, don't talk about your son. I don't even I don't even want to think like this is a delivery. Take me out of here. Let's talk something else. Let's talk business. I love talking business. I think that's like it's very therapeutic for me talking business. Said, please let's talk business. And we started talking business, talking about business and all that. Before I know it, I hear the cry of a baby. I scream, is that my son? They said, yes, you have a son. You have a son. Like, and saw this gorgeous boy. Oh my God, he's so perfect. He's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. They took him away. Like less than a minute, I started feeling out of sort. Everything started looking grayish. I looked at my husband. He was sitting close to my head. And he felt like he's distant away. He was talking to me. I could hear him talk from very far distance, whereas he's just sitting very close to me. Everything turned grayish. The next thing, there were like a lot of people rushing into the theater, So many people. I was disoriented. A lot of people started rushing their together into the theater. I started panicking. I said, am I dying? I was asking the doctor, I said, am I dying? Am I dying? None of them responded. Next thing I heard from the surgeon, it was a lady who operated me. Oh my God, God bless this woman. She saved my life. I heard her say, oh, uterus, uterus isn't contracting, uterus isn't contracting. And then they started giving blood immediately and all that. So I was feeling a little bit better. God so good they were able to save my uterus at that point in time because we're going to put me to sleep actually and do, have it removed or something. But thank God, God still preserved my uterus. So, able to stabilize me, they started giving blood, with a very big, like a hose, almost big as a hose. They started pumping the blood so fast into me, and I was regaining consciousness gradually. So I thought that was it. Then put up this thing. It's like yellowish fluid. It's called plasma or something. We're giving it. I was feeling a lot of pressure on my chest. Although I asked, they said it wasn't. They don't think that is the cause. I felt extreme pressure on my chest. When they press it, the pressure is much. I said, "Oh my God, could you please remove this? Could you please remove it?" They had to rush it. As they were rushing it, the pressure was more, and I kept screaming like I was gonna cough out my lungs. And once they were giving the plasma, gave our son to my husband, they asked him to leave the theater, that I was going to join them soon. Looking at my husband holding our baby, a lot of thoughts came to my mind, so many emotions, fear, and a lot came to my mind looking at them, knowing that, oh my God, I'm still not my 100%. I'm still there, still like trying to work on me and all that. So that gives a lot of panicking and a very bad view. So my husband left with the baby. So my husband left with our son, and they were on me. So my husband left with our son, and so it were on me trying to like close me up, and then they had to like give another plasma. But before then, they had already given me like different medication. They said about so because to stop the bleeding and to save my life and my uterus and all. Eventually, they stabilized me. They gave me oxygen mask, which I didn't even use for long, thankfully. So it wasn't up until 10 minutes. They said everything was fine. I was ready to go. Guess what, guys? I was extremely thirsty. I kept screaming. I kept crying for water, please, just a drop of water. I was extremely thirsty. I was dried. I was dehydrated. And a lady came. She gave me like a drop of, there's this sachet, like a sachet water, very tiny, this small. She gave me like a sachet. They said they couldn't give more. So after then, they wheeled me into the recovery room where I saw my husband already. Well, but my husband was already worried, because he didn't see me come out, and he was already coming with a baby. And he said, "I'm fine. I'm getting to the recovery." I started shivering. I was shivering, and I was happy because I knew, I mean, I'm out of the theater. and the worst has ended. And they gave me my baby. God, I felt like the richest person on earth, literally. I was extremely, I couldn't contain my joy. I could not contain my joy because 10 years is no joke. I know some had gone past 10 years, but in my own case, guys, in my own case, the pain was extreme. What I had to go through. I'm still going to share that in due time. You know, victimization, health wise, a lot. I went through so much within these 10 years that taking a lot of herbals, injections, medicine. I was depressed for so long. It was a lot. Getting to hold my baby felt like the world stand still at that moment. Holding my baby for the first time, my life changed totally, completely. Oh my God, I thought I knew what love was actually. I felt, I felt, oh my God, I was the happiest. I experienced a different form of love. I'm whispering because baby is still sleeping. In less than an hour, like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, I was taken into the major ward, the maternity ward. And I was so thirsty. I was extremely thirsty. I kept asking for water. They said not yet. So a few hours passed. My husband had to get me what's it called, fruits. I had a watermelon which was allowed, and everything was fine. So they kept an eye on me. So because of the medication, everything which I had the adult diaper on because I was passing out a lot of waste, and kept changing every hour. So that's passed. The following day, I was still very groggy, very drowsy, and I kept asking my husband, am I making sense? Because I was chatting and all, we're talking. I said, am I making sense? Yes, you're making sense. And come the next day, the grogginess had subsided. So they asked me come out of bed. I had a catheter on. The third day, the catheter was taken off. So they asked me walk. They did all vital tests and everything on baby. They said it was fine and all that, which I'm so grateful for because it came at 36 weeks, 6 days. So come the third day, which I was discharged, I knew I wasn't really feeling good within me. But because the ward where they had us this time was extremely noisy. Baby cry here and there. I was already fed up. I thought it's better to go home and have a proper rest because I hadn't slept in like 72 hours, which was driving me crazy. Because they said, are you strong enough to go home? I said, yes, I'm fine enough to go home. Do you have any help at home? I said, just my husband and I. The nurse asked. And she's like, I didn't intend doing that. I lost 4.5 liters of blood and I had about 6 pints of blood in replacement. So for such, being drowsy is very expected. So that I'm here speaking today is just by the grace of God. Getting home, I could not sleep. I was still traumatized with everything that had occurred. When I closed my eyes, the whole event was replaying in my head. So I couldn't sleep getting home. So it was going 4 days. Not long after we got home, I started having this my emotions was everywhere. I was extremely sad. Today, I was on the phone with a friend of mine. We were talking about motherhood and all that. And I noticed I was blacking out. Everywhere seemed, I was experiencing same thing that happened in the theater. Like everywhere was becoming grayish, and I was holding my baby. Thank God that the baby cot was very close to myself. Then we were living in just one bedroom apartment. We moved actually. So we're living, the cot was just by my bed side. So I was just walking, talking to my friend beside baby cot, and all. Next thing I felt I was going to be unconscious. The next thing that came to my head was throwing the baby into the cot because I knew I was going to be unconscious. They threw me inside the cot. Thank God the boy was just sleeping peacefully. I started panicking. The next thing I fell on my bed. I took my phone. I rang the ambulance. They arrived like 30 minutes, 45 minutes. I was screaming, I have a newborn, I have a newborn. All these things still traumatize me when I speak about that. When I talk about this occurrence. Is what it is. The ambulance came, getting to my house. They checked my blood pressure. I was at 145/90. Throughout pregnancy, there was no blood pressure. In fact, I was always on the low side, like 90, 64, sometimes even. I mean, I get worried sometimes when it's low. I've never experienced anything like high blood pressure in pregnancy, nothing of such. So they said, well, it's expected because you just had a baby and you haven't slept in like 4 days, so which is expected. You only need to rest and all that, and that's it. So I called my husband. That one was already on the way home. He got home, took the baby from me. I tried to sleep. I couldn't. I was sad. I was crying. And say, guys, you need for a new mom. I'm going to advise if you're a new mom, especially a first time mom, be a first time mom or a second time mom, or, however, you need a great support when you nearly have a baby. Like my husband and I, there was no support. There was no support at all because our families are quite far away and all. Although they eventually came over, so I didn't sleep. I was in bed. My husband took the baby away and asked me to sleep. I didn't sleep. I was so upset. I was crying. I'm unable to put it into words how I was feeling. We went to bed that early that day. Then I woke up around 4 o'clock. I couldn't breathe so well. I was feeling like a lot of pressure on my chest. Then we rang the ambulance again. They came over. This time I was reading 160 plus, 160 plus 100. So they said, since you just had a baby, we have to take you away to the hospital. Oh my God, how am I going to leave my just 5 days old? I started crying. I was extremely so sad having to leave my baby behind. I said, could my baby come? He said, no, you cannot come when they put me at the back of the ambulance and drove me. I cried. Next thing I got to the hospital, I called my husband and my baby. I said, please, let me just see what I'll put him on. Let me see him on camera. I saw him sleeping peacefully. Then, I was there at the ER. Then they gave me some medication to go home and relax again. So I must go to the borough which I had my baby because I had my baby in a different borough. 6 days after sister came around, she gave baby his first shower and all that, which I'm so grateful for because my mom wasn't in the country at that time. So the 7th day we had to do the naming ceremony. But guess what? I was extremely so sick. My blood pressure should skyrocket because we had to naming in my culture. It's usually 7 days after the birth of a child. So a pastor came around and my blood pressure went very high. At the same time, my sister was waiting to take me to the hospital. The pastor was there praying for the baby. Names feeling extremely weak and chest pain and all that. So when we finished that, about 20 minutes, my sister rushed me down with my husband and the baby. So I was on admission they took us in, gave us a room and all that, a private room, to be precise, which I really appreciated. So the was on admission for another 5 days. On getting to the hospital, they placed me on Lebatolone. I can't remember what the medication is called now. With combination combined with nifedipine, which was bringing down the blood pressure, but not significantly. So I was 5 days, guys. I was always like crying at every interval. I was extremely so sad. I was depressed. I had a very huge, panic attack at some points. It was a lot happening. Fortunately, we do not have people around us, as such. This is I mean, we live far away from families, definitely. So, like I said, so when at the hospital, they kept transferring, changing my rooms. Blood pressure was already coming down with the lebatolone. Is it lebatolone? I'm going to write the name somewhere here. So it was already coming down, to reasonable number. So I was discharged. When I got back home, I was discharged with a blood pressure of 130, 80 thereabouts. So getting home, I was always going every other day for blood pressure monitoring. So when they were satisfied, they referred me back to my GP and said to keep an eye on me. So that's my experience with the birth of my son. But if I'm asked to do this all over again, honestly, I won't even think about it twice. At the moment, it's been 8 months. My son is going to be 9 months in about a few days, in about a week or so. First 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, I wasn't myself at all. I was constantly in fear, which is not my norm. I was constantly in fear, like someone is going to have my baby, something is going to happen to me. I was constantly in fear, and I had this intrusive feeling. I was going crazy. Everyone was like a suspect to me come first, second, third month. But now I think my hormones is settling in, and yeah, and coupled with we do not have help here like back in the day when they say it takes a village to raise a child. Or here, you will raise your child on your own. Although I'm not tired, I can't get tired of carrying my son. I keep carrying him. I can't get tired of carrying, cuddling, kissing, snuggle with him in bed. But yeah, it's what it is. House chores, cooking, washing, and all that. I remember back home when people I really have a baby. I really have a baby. You see a lot of people around them, be it rich or poor. We always have people around us back home where we really have a baby. So here, it's a different story entirely. My sisters came around, they were able to bring us food the first week of my delivery. Oh my God, which I really appreciated because, like I said, we were underprepared. So a week before my delivery, I thought, okay, I'm gonna like stock the house with food, raw cooked food, and but we couldn't do all that. My sister came, she bought a lot of food, and that's how I came again. She bought another food. Three of my sisters came at that time, and man, I really, really genuinely appreciated their inputs at that time.
Mama is
So my mom didn't arrive the UK
my baby.
until
Oh my god.
baby
Oh my
was
god. Oh
5 months
You shall come.
because of her
Come this
visa,
one here. Come.
obviously, and all that. So she came. Unfortunately, her visa was already running out. She she spent about 2 months with us. We spent Christmas together. She left in January, which I feel wasn't enough. At least, yeah, I still had her around after not seeing her for like 10 years. Yes, 10 years. I hadn't seen my mom in 10 years. So it was a very beautiful one having her around and her getting to carry a grandchild and a baby from me actually was a very big one, was a very huge one. So yeah. So how I'm doing at the moment, I think I'm coping, but the loneliness is there. No one tells you about but no one tells you how motherhood can be extremely so lonely. I'm grateful for my son. He's my best friend at the moment. It makes me laugh, smile at every opportunity. And at 6 months, when I say, "Can I get a kiss?" and he's like, "Oh my God." My heart melted. Oh my God, place a kiss on my lips. I'm like, oh my gosh, what are you? You're just 6 months old. You this boy. So he's a very gorgeous, very happy baby, and he's so smiley. So that keeps me going. So at the moment, I'm just registered. I take him to the baby play group with other moms and babies and all that. So I've been doing my business like I work from home. I'm still working from home and all. So yes, so that is it for now. Occasionally, I still have my days, my done days, and just take my baby to the park, take him to the store, and I feel fine afterward. But it's quite challenging. I'm not gonna lie. So, when all in all, I'm so grateful. So eventually, have my baby here with me. A lot went into it, which I'm going to share in due time. This episode, I call it My Journey into Motherhood. So I'm going to be sharing how I arrived here, maybe how I eventually got pregnant, and then what I did to get pregnant, what helped my husband, and a lot more. So on this channel now, it's not just going to be just some fashion, beauty, and all that anymore. So I'm going to be bringing a lot of motherhood stuff onto this channel as well. Beside, my son is on YouTube as well. Please subscribe to his channel. So I'm dropping few videos for him already. So yeah, so that's my experience. But mentally right now, I think I'll say some days 50-50, some days some days I feel good. And yeah, I know I decided it takes a while for our hormones to settle in. So I guess I'm still trying to like struggle with that. So my hormones isn't still there yet. Hopefully when I'm 1 year postpartum, hopefully my hormones settles in. So yeah. So that's my delivery experience. Even if I wouldn't have it the other way anyways. This boy has given my life a new meaning, changed my name forever from just Tukumbolaton to someone's mom. His age for me is actually my greatest accomplishment. So that is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel and on bell notification, you don't miss a video whenever I drop. So this is, I think, the third or fourth episode. So my journey into motherhood is going to be coming on every Friday. I'm going to be dropping videos occasionally, but every Friday it's going to be coming up. So stay tuned for my journey into motherhood. You all are going to learn, especially if you're a TTC mom or even if you're a mom. So I'm going to be sharing tips. I'm going to be sharing a lot of things here. So you just stay tuned. Thank you so much once again. And I will remain your girl, Tukumpolatono. I will see you in the next one. I'm going to bring in King David. I'm going to introduce my son.
I had to grab my son because I could see him on the monitor crying already. So here he's King David Amani Obalulua, my precious son. Little people, child have prayed for my whole life. My dream come true. Say hello. Hello peeps. Hello peeps. So yes, guys, thank you so much for stay tuned. And to round it off, I've since had a meeting with the hospital, because I needed to know why, what is, and all that. So I've had a meeting, and there's this organization they call, I'm not sure what it's called this time. So if you have any concern regarding the treatment which was given to you, you can reach out to this organization. It was actually a doctor who advised me reach out. She admitted there was actually an error somewhere, so she pointed me to the organization to raise my concern. So I've since then had a meeting with them, and they actually agreed that it was an error from their side. The epidural thing was an error from their side. So, but they said to their surprise, it's coming from someone who had been in service for more than 25 years. Since then, I've been experiencing very bad back pain, leg pain, especially the back where the epidural was, where he tried to inject the epidural, which is very frequent. And in the meeting where we held, they said, how could he have told if I had scoliosis or not? Because he said, oh, I had him say, when they asked him what was going on my back, and he went, she's got scoliosis, and he said, how could he have tell? So I'm glad the hospital took the blame, and then the organization asked if I was going to take it up, and I said no, I just wanted answers. So basically that's my story, that's my better experience. But all in all, this boy is worth everything, is worth the struggle. I love him to pieces. King David. So guys, please subscribe to King David, the King David on YouTube, and follow us on the King David Amani on Instagram as well. I'm on Instagram at Tukumbo Latino as well. Thank you so much. And stay tuned. My son is obsessed with this thing. I'm trying to take care of him. Once he's a year old. Baby. No, kiss mommy. Yeah, come on. Ew. Can I get a kiss? A kiss from mommy? A kiss from mommy. Can I get a kiss? Yay! I'm a genius! Yay! I'm a genius! Yay! I love you, baby. Say bye-bye to me. Bye. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Bye.